The one and only baby daddy, Mowzey Radio. How did you
Hi,
meet?
how long have you
How
been
did you
planning?
meet?
How can that be the first question?
Because we're going into your personal bit first. Let's talk about the personal before we go into career.
Okay.
Mowzey, how did you... Many people don't know how you met. People don't know that story.
We met a very long time ago. I think it was 2005.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were in the same class in university. We're taking the same class, psychology.
We didn't know that.
Yeah. And
he did psychology?
Yes,
Did he finish?
Yes, graduated.
Oh, wow. Wow.
He did.
We didn't know that.
And so that's how we first initially met. Then, of course, I was already singing by that time in Blue 3. And obviously, music always brings artists together. So we ended up meeting more and more often. And I guess one thing led to another.
Was he your ideal man? The guy you had planned, like the one on the horse, the white horse, I don't know if he was in a convertible. That's for your picture.
He actually got me off guard. He was very charming and very kind. He has a very kind heart. And he was very musical, and I loved the music side of him.
He sang to you.
You know?
Yeah,
so it was very caught me off guard. So
when you say caught me off guard, what did you expect
no,
of him?
I actually did not see us guys going this far. You know, even having kids together. I thought it was just going to be fun and, you know, life moves on.
So before we go to the kids part, your parents, okay, first your parents did not know about him until the lovely Asante came along. Or when you got pregnant?
Well, my family knew, okay, not my mom, but my sisters, my brothers, they knew about Mowzey. My friends.
What was the take? Yeah.
They knew about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
then your mom got to know about it when?
When I had my first baby.
So you got pregnant. Did you plan the pregnancy? Were you anticipating it? Were you open to it? Was it by shock? Did you?
Let's first have a
On that note, I'll also have a sip.
Well, pregnancy came as a shock. I was 26 years old. And at that point in my life, I was like, what the hell? You know, you're pregnant. And there's this woman who you have to go and break down the news to. And it was quite one of the most scary moments of my life, if I may say. But, you know, I prayed through it and I talked to my mom, and, you know, family always comes through for you. And yeah, I went through it and Asante was born.
What kind of relationship can you say you guys had?
With
you and Mowzey? Because everyone, we were on the sideline, and it's what we read, it's what we saw or assumed to see that we knew of. But what kind of person is he? Is he a lover? Is he caring? Did he surprise? Is he one of those?
To be honest, at that time when we were having the child, we were both still very young, all just starting out in the music industry. And of course, it also came as a shock to him because I guess we were not expecting a child at that time. But somehow we worked through it. And
how was he when you told him about the pregnancy?
He was very confused. Obviously, at the end of the day, the baby is here, you know, so the way to plan is going forward with everything. And as you know, the pregnancy grew, it was very exciting for both of us because, you know, there's a human being that's being created. So it was a very interesting time, I must say.
Was that his first kid?
This was his second.
Okay.
Second kid.
Okay. First of all, was he helpful? Was he there? Or would I say, okay, let's start with, was he there during that time for you?
When I was pregnant.
Were you staying together?
When I was pregnant, at that time I was staying with a couple of my friends, and he was staying obviously with his boys at their home in Makindye. And then by the time I was having Asante, they had gone on tour in the States. So he didn't see Asante until Asante was about a month old when he came back from the tour. Yeah, but it was very exciting. We came to Kigali, you know, saw the baby there as well. Then I came back, stayed with him for a while.
You can use the tissue. I already apologized on your part. I'm also just saying we can use the tissue. I already apologized for you on your behalf.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Like yeah.
Well, it's okay. We can. She's crying.
I'm not crying.
Okay, the relationship. So Asante came along, and then many people thought maybe Asante was a mistake, or maybe not a mistake in the way we are saying, in the way people would misunderstand it to be, but wasn't expected, wasn't planned. So after Asante, you continued dating.
Yes, we did on and off though, because obviously people have different things that they go through after, especially after a baby's born.
Postnatal depression is real.
I took a break from music at that time, I remember, just to, get myself together. But then he helped me come back in the music industry. That's when he wrote Vitamin for me, and he wrote Danger, and he wrote all these other songs, Dagala.
Was that his way of making up for the time that he wasn't around?
I cannot talk on his behalf, but I
Did
just
you
say
feel
that
way?
in that way he was supporting, me coming back into the music industry. And so he wrote all this music for me. They put me in the studio. I recorded all these amazing songs that I still perform till today.
Okay.
So yeah.
So back to the relationship. What did you anticipate for the relationship? Where did you see it going? What were your plans in your mind? What did you want for the relationship?
To be honest, after Asante came through, all I wanted was for both of us to just take care of this young boy that we've brought into the world, regardless of my issues with him or whether we are fighting or not. So at the end of the day, I just thought about the fact that, you know what, there's a baby here, whether we're fighting or not, we're going to handle each other so we can take care of our child.
That's a very mature way to look at it.
Yeah.
So back to the relationship. We read different stories about the nature of the relationship. Was your relationship abusive, whether it's physical or emotional? Because you said whether we're fighting or not fighting. Do you feel generally that relationship, to that point, we haven't yet moved into the second child, was it an abusive relationship, whether emotional or physical?
Sometimes in relationships, people say things that are hurtful. I won't say that I didn't play a role in that as well, because when you get mad, you say whatever comes to your mind. But at that point, to me, the relationship had really sizzled down. Like, it was not what it was before the babies came along and everything. I think at the end of the day, I just had to be there for our kids. I had to be able to relate with him for the sake of our children.
Your children, at that time, there was Asante, then Zuba came along.
Zuba was another
baby.
surprise.
That's what I was going to ask you. So amidst all that, whether it's the fighting or whatever, somehow I think you have those moments where you make up. I know how love can be. You fight, then you make up. You fight, then you have a makeup. Was Zuba one of those
we loved each other. The truth is, we loved each other. And our children actually born because of that bond that me and Moses shared for this long. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have stayed there to have more children with him.
That's what I was going to ask. Where you are with him?
Beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, Izuba, to be honest, I was like, it doesn't hurt, because at the end of the day, you need a sibling for your child. Asante was 4 by that time, by the time Izuba was born. So it made sense to have another sibling for him.
And your mother now, you also now break down. Second baby,
second baby, she was really okay.
No marriage,
second baby, she was okay. I was just telling her, Mom, I'm expecting my second child.
No pressure for marriage, no.
To you or
to
honest,
him?
It came once in a while.